And the reason for everyone at home why you're not taking a timeout, just so everyone knows, is because it's just the first quarter in overtime. That's how you have to think of it, okay? The reason they're not taking or not, because we don't just say at 0, we end the game. It's the end of the first quarter, and you move to the second quarter. That's why, because I can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
Hey, yeah, hi Tony Romo. It's me. I'm People. What was that last thing that you said about the
Just the first quarter in overtime. That's how you have to think of it, okay?
Just the first quarter in overtime. That's how you have to think of it, okay?
Yeah, I don't think they covered that in the mission briefing. I'll be the first to admit that I had zero idea what was going on right before that last play. When I first saw it live, I was ready to banish Andy Reid to the shadow realm. I had my script ready, the thumbnail was being made, I started recording dialogue, I got ready to send flowers to his friends and family. It was about to be over for that man. A lot of people are getting on the Niners players for not knowing the overtime rules, and granted, their coaches should have made them aware of the situation, but I don't think anyone really had a keen grasp on what the difference was between these overtime rules and the old overtime rules. I'm not going to make an excuse for the Niners players not knowing that both teams had the opportunity to possess the ball. That's almost as bad as Donovan McNabb not knowing that games can end in a tie. The 49ers players should have been prepared for that. Yes. On the other side of that, the idea that the Chiefs had another overtime period to continue their possession was a little bit confusing, to say the least. The thing that's also funny about this too is the man that caught the game-winning touchdown didn't even know that he caught the game-winning touchdown when he did.
Back in the set here. Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell a quick funny story.
Please.
I threw a touchdown to this dude at the end of the game. And he looked at me, I said, and he had no idea. I said, dude, we just won the Super Bowl. And then he said he blacked out. He had no idea. I was like, bro, because he didn't even celebrate at the beginning. I'm like, what are we doing?
When I see you talking about, okay, yeah, it's time to celebrate now.
Again, my point is that the overtime rules in this specific instance were a little convoluted. So in the original overtime rules, if a team scored a field goal and you scored a touchdown, you won. If you scored a touchdown on the first possession of overtime, then you also won. If neither team scored, and in the playoffs, you can't have a tie, so if neither team scored, then you would go to second, third, fourth overtime, what have you. In this situation, if the clock hits 00, then they still continue to play. Now that part is different in my and a lot of other people's eyes, because even under the new overtime rules, with both teams getting to possess the ball at some point, I hadn't seen a lot of focus on what happens when the clock hits 00. Maybe I'm just being ignorant here. In our eyes, once the clock hit 00, that meant the game was over, even if both teams got a chance to possess the ball. You see, if the Niners had taken the ball, run the clock down, and given the Chiefs little to no time to do anything, then I guess it sucks to suck, but the Chiefs still had an opportunity to possess the ball. But the thing with this new overtime rule is not only do they have a chance to possess the ball, they have a chance to complete their possession. There's probably 1,000 videos and articles and things that explain this second overtime period, and I'm just completely oblivious to it. But at the time of its happening, I was confused, just like many others who were involved in and around that play. But that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys know that there was going to be a second overtime period when the clock ran out? Did you think that the Chiefs were losing their mind because they didn't call a timeout with the clock running down? Was everything already explained and you pretty much knew that the Chiefs were going to score a touchdown there? Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you feel so inclined, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.